Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is yours truly, KVan701. I'm back for my first streaming of the month of March 2022. As I kept my word, I would wait until this month would arrive, and here we are. As you can tell, it's just a random streaming just to catch up with you people. And of course, things are looking rather tense outside of the United Kingdom, as we all know. But it won't be a topic about bloodshed and war and everything else, for that is not what we are here about with this streaming. What we will have to say is that we can continue to get together and, of course, sending our never ending support to our Ukrainian brothers out there who need our help. Everybody needs to know that this country does not deserve the bloodshed that it needs. All I'm just saying, to cut it short and sweet, continue to support Ukraine and eventually, whenever that time may be, the bloodshed that we've seen is what it was the least that we didn't want to see. And hopefully, and eventually, it will all come to an end at some point. But for now, we must do what we have to do. It is very tense and distressing, as we all know, from reading from the papers, from seeing it on the television, and everything that we see in social media. It's dominated, and it's almost like taking the focus of the battle of COVID-19 away from us when we all know that we have to live with this virus, unfortunately. And, despite everything that we've gone through for the last nearly 2 years, it has been a nightmare. In a very strange way, it's almost like the dawning of the 2020s was supposed to be this dark future that we're facing. And it does baffle me, but it also is very depressing, and I will say it is. Again, Robert Johnson, the less we talk about that son of a gun, the better, okay? We don't want any more intentions. All I will say is that right now is that humanity is in a very, very dark place. Even more than I foresaw what it was going to be as. When the COVID hit in 2020, it literally shattered the physical and mentality of mankind to the point where we've all gone down a path we never foresaw seeing. And currently last year was a battle of, it was like an intense battle of who matters more, if not one only. And that was something I cannot ever forgive or never recover from. And as we all know. But within those 2 years, combined to what we're seeing today, is totally different. Totally different than what we've been facing. And I think humanity is dragging through this recovery stage that we all so desperately need. And I, for one, strongly believe that something great and good will come out. Just like we did when we tried to battle with this COVID virus that have taken so much from us. Our best friends, our family members, loved ones, relatives, heroes and icons that we've all looked up to. They've all fallen. And it's almost like they had a sacrifice that was never to be in vain. And now we're taking the fight. And we have to survive and thrive. And look, I don't know why I'm acting this way, but maybe it's the fire of humanity and the determination to live strong is what's burning in my stomach right now. And I actually do think we're on a good path to get there. But what we're seeing now is what we hoped we never thought we would see ever again. I mean, some people are going over the top that this is a whole bunch of World War III going around. I don't think we're quite there yet. And I hope and pray we don't. Because haven't we suffered enough losses? I mean, COVID-19 took so much from us. A virus that took so many of us. And the guys who helped us in the NHS to survive. We've lost so many. And last year, we had the battle of who matters more, and people were dying for that, which was all for nothing for the most part, and divided a nation, not just us in the United Kingdom, but in the United States, everywhere else in the globe. And now here we are, just when we thought we were getting back together and trying to heal. A certain nation pulls that trigger, and here we are again, for more bloodshed and battling. But there's a difference. There's a difference here. It's like we don't want to, but yet we're going to have to forcefully do this. I just hope and pray in the end that a peace will come eventually. For now, let's just put that aside and try and move on to something more of a positive thing, because that's what we all need to keep us driving, to keep the motivation that we need, to make us feel happy to live with life, despite everything that's happened for the last 2 years. It's been a hard struggle. Losing friends and family, people who have been betrayed, people who have been backstabbed, even those online who have suffered physical and mental problems, people who have suffered so much abuse, and others who refuse to leave those one alone. It's just a really screwed up system that we've found ourselves like there's no way out of it. And that's what worries me for every single one of you people as well. That's why we need to get together and try and reform newer friendships and try and be with the right people. And I, for one, have been in that situation before, so this is nothing different to me. Either ways, when it comes to fandoms, like the Thomas community, Star Wars, anime, or MLP, or even other fandoms that I'm not aware of, like those in the Sonic community, and for those who are in the Star Trek community as well, or even the X-Men, DC and Marvel. They've all had their own collision courses, and some of them have just become a downward spiral, and the only way out of that is to form a brand new one, where we have to move on and find newer people to adapt to. As we've said, we've seen so many crises of so many fandoms that were once great and amazing, only to fall into the hands of toxic people, and they just screw the whole system up. And in the last couple of years, we've been seeing this happen. As a community of fandoms and everything, that's what we stand for. And people should share their creativity and given the opportunity to show what they can. Fandoms are not a place for toxic and users to manipulate and just to abuse and just completely just screw everything all up. And I, for one, hope and pray that, everything that I've seen in the community can be reclassified and united back into something a lot more better. I mean, we've all seen what happened when Thomas got a reboot that we didn't want, and the community's kind of like chilled out a bit since the whole thing happened, but it still hasn't settled in well. Myself included, I'm just very, very unsure, even though I have seen a couple of the episodes, although it just doesn't sit well with me. It really is just one of those things. When it comes to wrestling and everything, like when you watch like the WWE or NXT or even TNA Impact or even Ring of Honor or let alone AEW, that's what's still driving me to continue on to enjoy what it is. But it all depends on what you like and how you feel it, if it matches your current thing of interest. And that's kind of something that I've been seeing that's been going back and forth. And it really is it really is kind of a one-sided thing. I know some of you people are kind of wondering, this is like a very strange topic that's been going on, but it's just something I wanted to get off my system for a long time. And there will be something I will have to explain a bit later on, but just for now, this is just the first streaming of the month. Yeah. The only good news I can actually let you guys know of So I've kind of overcome my head cold, and I'm getting a bit more better. Although, like I said, I got COVID tested 3 times recently. Thankfully, it was all negative. Although I'm not sure how long that will have to go on, but it's best to play it safe when you have to, just to make sure you haven't got the deadly virus. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Like, I recently announced my return to voice acting, which I'm still going to go ahead with. It's just it won't be quite the same as it was the last time, again, knowing how limited I am with voice dubbing for projects. So I can't always be with everything. It depends on what's going on in my life and what's going on with yours, and let alone what's going on with everything. So timing is everything, and patience. What I can say is that it's just, it feels like I've got that passion to do it all over again, and to show that I, along with other voice actors in any fandom, can still go. You know, I know some of you have missed my voicing, like when I did with Timothy, or with Winston, aka Eagle, or even when I did Henry, or any other voice dubbing that you might recognize me for. And that is just something that I think, I know you've missed me in doing it, but who knows? I might end up getting back into the driver's seat and kind of like get that recognition. I mean, a lot of people still enjoy hearing my tone, and it's just one of those nostalgia feelings for some of you people in the Thomas fandom, that is. But either way, who knows what will happen? It's just the only good thing I can actually say. Anyways, if any of you guys would like to join in and try and want to scope up a conversation, you'll be more than welcome to. I've got the link here for you, and pop in and let's have a conversation on something, just to pass the time if anybody's intrigued. But the next time I come back on, I will be talking on a very touchy subject that apparently will stir up a little bit of a controversial, but it's something that I just really want to get off my system. And I know some of you people won't like what I will be speaking about, but just bear in mind it's something that I need to get out of my memory for good. And of course, I really am going to come down extremely hard when I explain about one certain user who I once befriended, who I was actually going to voice with in the Thomas community, but I kind of backed out at the last moment, and the results were good for me, but for others that I know of, didn't make it in time. Now, that'll be just after I've done this one, but if anybody else wants to come in and share with this, you're more than willing to. There will be some other announcements I'm going to make as well. Hopefully, by the time April arrives, I am planning to do a 110th anniversary of the RMS Titanic sinking, as I did last year. And I did like a special streaming when it was discovered, on the anniversary last year, which was a good success. And hopefully, this year will be a tremendous celebration when we remember that fallen vessel. And hopefully, we can remember other vessels like who sank during World Wars I or II, or even those who served our nation proud. And of course, remember other celebrations that we need to remember and keep on remembering to keep alive for the sake of history. Yes, Robert, that is true. The Thomas fandom will recover, but it's not going to be a very easy one. But the scars that it has carried are slow to heal up. Like I said, recovering is never easy. Hey, Gabe Winston. Nice to see you. If you want to find my fan fiction, you can always find it on my DA page or whatnot. That's the only place you can find where I did my original writing. If anybody wants to pop in, here's the link for you guys, and you can join in. Could do with some company anyway. Yeah. Oh, okay, Gabe Winston. If you want to see what my fanfic's like, you'll be impressed. Speaking of which, if you want to, just chat the other chat, and I'll show you another example of what was good at. There's this other fanfic here I've got. Since you're mentioning about Disney and all that stuff, I've actually got one of my own, based on my favorite one, with a couple of cool stuff here. If you want to have a look, um, yeah. If you want to look, just go in the private chat and you'll see it. Yeah. Check this out, and you'll enjoy my fanfic on my favorite Disney character, aka Dumbo himself. Hey Robert, I can see you at the bottom, mate, but if I put you in, it's going to be a little OTT because we don't want to have any certain topics that you like to always watch out for. So just keep that in mind. Just getting ready to do something really good. Oh yeah, this game, Winston. I did see the new Dumbo remake, which was back in 2019. I was one of the first to see it come to our stores in London. I mean, not London, I mean Birmingham when I went out to see it. I would love to do a stream about talking about my favorite character, but it's very, very personal. You please understand that. Yeah, I did see the new one, but to me, it's up there with the original, as far as I'm concerned. Just getting ready to do something clever here. I wonder which one I'll go for next. Anyway, um, hmm. Oh, let's have a look. Hmm. Well, Gay Winston, I don't think Queen Mary will ever sail again. It's just not possible. But it would have been nice had she been restored. It would have been amazing to have seen her sail once again. That's why she's got a new predecessor. I mean, a new successor. That's why Queen Mary 2 has been taken over for her for as long as we've known. Uh, I'm taking a while to load, but just bear with me, lads. Okay. Need to go back all the way where I was the last time. This will be quite fun. Just get this engine set up here. Hang on. This will take a while. Just getting my train set up and everything up here. Just bear with me, lads. There we go. Just finding my random stuff to get through here. Oh, there we are. Like it enough. That's where I wanted to go. Sorry if I'm not talking as much, guys. I'm just focusing on what I need to do here. Mm. Mm. That's what I just have to do. At least I've got Henry sorted out. He's ready to roll. Okay. Hey, Robert, I got you in.
Yeah.
Don't talk too much or any concept we don't want to know of. Just try and blend what we're doing here. Okay, Henry, yeah. Oh, looks like Gordon's happy to rock and roll then. Let's get him over with. Always tend to ride this rabbit a lot. It's only a small one, but it's good for me to continue my experience and gain exercise and on it. It'll take a while. Just bear with me. So anyways, Robert, what's on your mind?
But then just released a song like Sandy, a song.
Oh.
And the old books has heard of it.
Hmm.
I need to give you doing voice acting again.
Well, I will be voice dubbing eventually, yeah. Like I said, I'll be very limited though. But I am going to try and make a comeback. Just having a good drink and I'll just see what happens. Like I said, not much will be going on. I'll do another stream on about a certain user who I once voiced with, and yes, it will be a little uneasy for some, but it's just to get it out of my system and just say my final piece. And it's not to do with anything else. It's just to do with somebody else who literally like someone else who totally messes up the fandom so badly, which I will have to say with some regrets. But hey, at least it will be something that I think a lot of fans will be happy to know of. For some, I think. So I've come to terms with it, but hopefully nobody else would. Either ways, I just do hope the fandom of Thomas can recover, but it's just never going to be the same as it was ever since. It just never has been. I mean, ever since, it just kind of got to that point where it maxed out. If we had the only thing I will talk about this is that if it had been a Railway Series redub, like in a way, and had it more related to what we saw in, if I don't know, if they did like a live action TV series like we see in Father Brown or in Casualty or or even in like we see in other series or whatever, that would have been quite nice. Except we're having the human beings as the actual engines themselves, except they're actually traveling on the engines that they were named after instead. have it done in a time period during the wartime, and then it could be like an origin story of how Audrey told his stories, you know, aka the origins of Thomas and Friends, or something like that.
Not to mention the big, we seen a big werewolf wall for the first time on Sodor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be like that sort of thing before even Sodora's existence anyway.
But I've been hearing about the werewolf for going through we I get, but the bridge is gone.
Yeah, but I meant like if they had before the whole, or whatever it is, and that's what you're looking at. I don't know.
It was demolished in the 1960s.
But then still, how would they be able to get to Sodor and back again?
You know, seen a Dr. episode of it that's like seeing Dr. Anderson.
Yeah, I did see the tennis thing, and that was a little tense. But hey, the other guy, Credit Man, he's doing everything he can to do some newer content, and I'm happy to see where he's going with his current way of telling the stories.
And we realized that Duncan worked on the Borneo Railway.
Yep. You all know how that turned out. Yep. We're already aware of that, mate.
Well, we're about to see the SCP miniseries the Vegetax is planning to do.
Off we go, lads. Oh, and there goes Henry. Just like to follow up. Oh, he shot off already. Oh, well, we hit 75 in 78 miles an hour.
Oh, you're speeding!
I know. That was a really quick shot.
But you're over speeding 78 over 65.
Yeah, well, he's allowed to go let loose on here.
I thought you switched to Imperial unit to showing the speed limit. Oh, you're going 97 mph.
I know, he's nearly hit the zone.
I watched this sort of darkest days and now he's killed after running near a tree.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's awful. They are about to pass each other.
You know, I heard Mr. Drago Man say, Mason, I'll tell you what you never and it was hilarious.
Pardon?
And I heard Mr. Drago Man saying, Mason, I'm taking away your Netflix on your pre-stream, and I laughed.
Oh.
It was a big hilarious moment. And I wish I could have said the same. Mason, I'm taking away your Steam account.
Looks like
the future is where is continuing uncertain.
indeed, the future is very uncertain. Ah, the one's continuing on, eh? Fair enough.
The DVD came out in 2018.
Indeed.
And I was stunned. At Point Me Swole DVD came out too. I was shocked. How could someone waste that?
That was a pretty nice one. See what else we can find to keep our entertainment going for the bit until I end this one.
If you use the 440 welcome modes in the Microsoft Train Simulator.
You seem to have a bad cough, Robert. You need to have a glass of water or something.
No, I'm fine.
You seem like you're very dried up in the throat.
I'm fine.
No, no, we don't.
As to his basis.
Don't want to see any of that. Please, man.
That's to his basis.
I see it. Hmm. I wonder if this will be okay. Hmm.
The music projects are not Steam like the Diesel. And that's unrealistic.
Hmm. Oh, not that one. Where's this?
It's a web called CP Huntington, but they actually powered electric, not steam.
I wasn't referring to that, pal. I was referring to something else. Hmm. This will be quite intriguing. Let's see if we can make this one go well.
Have you used Microsoft Train Simulator?
Yeah, I used to play that a long time ago. Oh, Michael Brown's popped in. Hey,
But
Michael
Hey
still,
Brown.
guys.
you might go
Hello,
on.
Michael. Hey, Michael. Welcome back to the first stream of March 2022. You don't have. Anyways, mate, we're just doing some good fun here just to pass the time before I start doing another stream on something else, which you might want to talk in and live afterwards because it's going to be quite intriguing, if not one that people don't want to be reminded of. But it's going to be something I have to get out of my system. And don't worry about your current position because we're still friends, regardless of what other people will think. You did what was right, and it doesn't really matter. You made your choices, and I won't criticize you for it.
It's all good.
Besides, you got true friends who really care about you. And I'm glad you're back because the last time we did this once, we ended up on a positive note. Remember? And we were having fun, and we were somewhat having a little
I
bit of fun with Thomas'
think I
birthday.
do.
Yeah, now we're on Gordon's Hill section. Here we are. Just gonna do some quick here. Just ignore the high pitching because that's basically my computer warmed up. It happens every time I play on this. Okay, so it'll be quite intriguing to do. As you know, I'm getting not much watching, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, Michael Brown, what's up anyway?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just playing on my PS4.
Oh, I see. This will be quite intriguing to do. I'm going to do something cool with this.
You want to see it? The old swing was over the Yazoo River, and it's about to collapse.
You don't want to talk about that, man. That's not what we'll speak about. Just giving myself my own train setup. Don't usually use this very often, but they do come in handy.
You still use Microsoft Train Simulator despite his age?
No, I typed for Microsoft Train Simulator, that's why I went back to this after a long time.
This is what a toss looks like in this version.
Yeah, I see him. What are you currently playing, by the way, Michael?
Well, not much really.
I mean, what are you currently playing on?
Oh, I'm playing on this game called Warframe.
Oh, I thought you were playing War of Warships.
Yeah. I'll show you what it looks like here. Give me a second to rotate my camera. This is what Warframe looks like.
Oh, this. Oh, I see. So that's what you're playing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but Rebecca's fully recovered.
And I'm so happy to relieve that the mandates are ending this month.
What does that mean?
That means no one will have to worry about wearing the mask or getting the shot or anything like that.
Well, you're going to have to at some point take it again because we might expect some new variants. That's the problem.
I did get sick early back last month, but it wasn't COVID.
But
If it
still, though,
was
it's best to
COVID, if it was COVID, I would have gotten the shot by now.
But still, though, that's why it's best to play it safe, mate. You know what I mean.
Playing Wales online.
You know, it's just what keeps you healthy.
Oh, I've been taking vitamins.
Well, not the type of vitamins that would help you get 24-inch pythons like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, playing Wales online. You try doing it?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's all narrow gauge. You know,
As you
that
can
game's
clearly
all
see,
narrow. That's narrow
as
gauge.
you can, as you can clearly see, Henry's shocked that he's painted blue again.
What?
Not that again. I know. Like, I couldn't help do my impression. I know I speak different as Henry, but I just couldn't help by trying to sound like he wasn't when what's his name was still.
Well, that's why I saw Don Douglas said you had to be painted blue, as was what it was intended to be.
Well, it's my least favourite version of him. I know it's for the railway series, like the three railway engines. I get it, but come on.
But the SCP miniseries is going to reveal some true revelations.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm going to be doing that when I do the 80th anniversary. Where Thomas is going to be, as me and Michael said, we had some fun when we had Thomas and Bertie, and we were doing the whole J50 thing, and it was quite hilarious.
Oh, no, I meant the miniseries called SCP in Victor Tanzik. It's going to be really shocking.
Let's see.
I can see. I'm not sure, but I think there's an SCP called 999, something like that.
No, it's secure, contain, protect.
I know what that means. But like I'm talking about the different SCPs out there.
I know exactly what you're referring to. And as you can see, Thomas is back in his J50 form, and he ain't happy.
He probably doesn't like his rebuild.
Unless someone gave him a bad name.
Was that in your upcoming fanfiction?
Yes, it will be. It's basically going to be for my rebooted style. Like, this is what Thomas will look like from now on. Like, giving him actual justice, he'll be this way for a little while.
If I recall, I could see that your fanfics are showing the Ghost of Titanic images, but it's yet to be completed.
That may not come to fruition, my friend. And of course, even Edward himself has been refurbished back to his old look. Basically, the engines have no idea what is going on. As if they've woken up in a different universe.
And everyone's painted a different color or something.
Yeah, it's like they've got the same personalities but different forms, and they're like, it's almost like Edward, what happened to you? What happened to the colour? I'm painted in my old livery. Dude, Thomas, what the heck happened to you? They paint me back as a J50, what Reverend W. Audrey intended me to look like when I was organised. And Henry, why are you painted in my livery? Don't look at me. It was what they painted me in. What I woke up from. And I've got my old shape, which is the reason why I'm suffocating. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Michael. I don't know why I'm not role-playing, but this whole impersonation...
It's good. I'm used to that.
It's kind of giving me some nostalgia feeling back in the day.
You seen the episode of James being way painted is way funny. Never thought James would be painted many times since we've seen that episode.
Tomorrow will be a big surprise. Nobody's gonna have something really good.
And seeing James crash into a shed was way shocking ever since Thomas caused the blood fist.
I know. Or even worse than what Spankin did when old Stuckup got smashed through the back of the wall. You would think his face would have been bloodied up from it.
It's hard. It's hard to pick which of the model series I like. It's hard to tell.
But they're all good. It all depends on how you want to envision which one is in your universe. If you would have your own Thomas universe, like if it was like a hybrid, like I'm doing with Railway Series and TVS, depending on which form you want. I know I had that before, but back in my time, I was going all Railway Series, but telling stories like they were in the television series at the time.
You know, the movie called Hugo has seen the train crashing at the end of the station and falling into the street.
Oh, that reminds me of an episode where Mike became a technical rail car on the roads.
Oh no, that's weird experiment.
I know which one you're referring to. Where Mike takes the road in Thomas 123.
If you're the Galby Goose locomotive.
Let's let go there.
That's a real old diesel.
Here we go. And then got my train set up. This will be quite intriguing. This will show you just how strong I am in my character.
Not really much of a diesel fan.
Same here, but in Thomas Wise and everything else, I can clearly get it.
If you tended to do a cog railway that was seen in New Hampshire, Washington State, and Sodor.
Not sure I've heard of that.
Uphill.
Oh, okay.
Uphill. There's a.
Be right back. There you go. Michael, you two continue the talking mate while I just go quick.
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, now I'm back, guys. Let's see what's going on.
There's a log icon. If you click on it, it'll cut the tree down to make way for the railways.
Oh, we don't want to cut too much trees down because we're trying to make our planet more green.
And because trees create oxygen.
Yes, they do.
But if I cut down too much trees, we'll keep losing funds.
Hmm.
There's a Porter locomotive. It's Porter.
Ah, similar looking
Oh,
ways.
I think I've seen Porter before.
Yeah, that's one of those rare, smaller, narrow gauge engines that don't have any tenders.
And
They just have a cab,
is it
and that's it.
Eureka?
Ah, one of the early standard locos.
I can't remember that name of that 4-4 locomotive on Big War Big Adventures movie.
Hmm.
Is it Climax?
Don't want to see that much, mate. Mate, get up. Oh, there we go. There we are. There's me in my actual Railway Series form, what I look like today still, except a lot more bigger.
We're seeing Brian, the brake van. He's the only surviving member of WNS.
Well, I didn't know I had that camera shot. Didn't know that camera shot existed.
Hopefully the A2s will be rebuilt soon. I'm hopeful that the E2s will be rebuilt soon.
Oh, really? I think I heard that from somewhere.
Many times we've heard that, but it's never happened.
Wish I had my own private E2.
Same here. I have my own A35 Plus Scotsman. As you can see, they're all continuing on, but Henry was definitely very surprised. Like, he has no idea why he's painted in the blue livery. But he is.
I don't get why people hate E2s.
I think they hate it is because it's an OC overuse. That's why.
I mean, E2s aren't really exactly my favorite type of engines, but I wouldn't mind preferring to have one myself.
Same here, but I'm more into the bigger engines because bigger engines matter to me more.
Yeah, like
Here we go.
like Spencer's class.
Yeah. I'm more into the A3 or whatever it is. Oh, here we go.
You know,
We get the incline, guys.
I think Spencer's an A1.
No, Spencer's an A4.
Yeah, I was close.
You know, we haven't seen Baohu Manor.
As you can clearly see, I'm taking my goods train here and I'm beginning a long climb. I've done this before. No easy feat for me. Up we go.
Hey, remember Baohu Manor?
Yes, we all remember it.
We seen a new updated episode.
I saw it, yeah. No need to tell us, we already are aware about it, Robert.
The one change I see is that red coat soldier being replaced by a German soldier.
And there's
Oh,
And you-
speaking of a German soldier, I saw this episode called Out of Sight.
same here.
It was really scary.
Thomas is just not happy at all.
And we
Still
found out that
struggling.
the Wacky lamp was from a ship that was sunk.
You're all telling us what we've already seen, Robert, so no need to update us.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go eat. If you're still here, I'll come back.
I'll be eating this pretty shortly soon.
So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys when I get back.
It might be over by then, but we'll just see what happens.
And if not, then I'll see you guys in the next one.
Indeed. And down I go.
Run away! Run away!
No run away. I'm going down smoothly. I've got my.
Wait, they're brown, not black. Look, all those cars are brown, not black. Why are those fake cars painted brown and wood, not black?
Nah. They don't have that. And there I come. Ashton Thomas. Thomas has to wait until I get further clearance.
Don't. Oh, we're carrying paint cans.
Yep, I'm taking paint. Yep, I'm taking a bunch of paint cans with me. Oh, I'm stuck on the main line. So,
Hey,
all right
what
then.
are these white lines next to the railway?
I know I'm missing some depths. Don't worry, I'll find them eventually.
One time I've played Train Simulator 12 and had went from Edinburgh to Newcastle.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm a bit of a strong engine.
But
Take heavy loads.
the one thing I found really get annoying about is that there's unpainted dark green areas. It's those dark green areas that are not something that's not been expanded.
Hey, I flipped over. It works. I'm on the right track.
Wait, I thought the engine's purple.
It worked. I'm on the right track.
Wait, why is the engine painted green instead of purple?
That's my Railway series look, Robert. Jesus, have you not read my series?
I seen your pictures of it, of your OC talking to the vac controller. Oh, you're speeding! You're speeding!
Don't worry, I'll slow down. And Thomas has gotten clearance. The problem is, I'm gonna have to with that point switch. I need to check up the line first because he still hasn't got any clearance yet. I know Thomas doesn't like dawdling around. I get that.
What I found strange about it is that Brian was stopping me now from crashing into the barber shop on my dock.
Alrighty, Thomas, I'm gonna have to cut you over from one side to the other. Oh, it looks like Thomas won't be able to. I'll have to back him up at some point. Sorry, Thomas, you're gonna have to back up. This is gonna be quite a difficult task. Okay, seems like Thomas doesn't want to comply. There we go. Now back up, Thomas.
Oh, was I over crashing into the tail once more? Seen over. Was I over just
There we
crashing
go.
into the second time?
But we still can't go. Jesus, Thomas, I know you're pissed, mate, but Jesus Christ. You gotta back up at some point and get some clearance. Now, okay, now Thomas can proceed. Oh, God damn it, Thomas.
What?
Thomas, why is it with you? You're disobeying my orders. I told you to switch up that way and don't go the other way. Thomas is definitely not playing ball with me.
Well, we seen Francis going into a ditch, similar to Gordon.
We already saw that. Don't tell me. I already saw it. Is Thomas coming in? Okay, now he's complying. There we go. Now he's got clearance to go through. Now rush up that hill, you big-legged tank engine.
I can only assume Johnny Cuba is just scrapped. I can assume that Johnny Cuba is scrapped. He may be dead. do you think?
Oh, there we go. Thomas coming up the incline. And down the other side he goes.
When you thought about secure, contain, protect, that's about to come up.
Yep, Thomas is on the right side. Just what we want him to do. Oh, this is perfect. Henry once again can't believe it. Holy shit, Thomas. What did I do to you?
Oh.
Ironic scene coming up.
Guys!
No, don't start that shit again, man. That's Percy's role, not Henry's. He'd be like, guys! God damn it, Henry. You're trying to take the piss out of Percy's trademark.
No, I meant Percy.
Yeah.
So you're doing cab mode.
And that is definitely an ironic scene right there. What happened to us, Thomas? Why are we in different forms? Don't ask me why, Henry.
You know, Java trying in cab mode. Or realistic mode. Why didn't you... Why the cab realistic mode instead of DCC mode? I played a realistic mode on Train Simulator before, and you should do the same. Why do you not use cab mode very often?
I just prefer seeing outside. It's more safe than that. That just about wraps that one up. So I guess this will conclude my first stream of this month, and I'll come up again later on. Anyways, guys, I'll be back in a few more hours. But take good care, guys, and I'll see you at some point.
Bye.
Thanks for listening on. See you later, lads.